everyone, how's it going? Happy 8 p.m. If anyone happen, I didn't post ahead of time. Anyway, we'll wait for some people to hop on, but I just woke up from a nap and we are doing this live. So for anyone who this is the first time kind of tuning into this live, you don't know what this is about, or if you're watching this later, um, today we are just doing a Q&A. So feel free to ask any questions, and we'll talk about life. We'll talk about just I don't know anything, life advice. We could just have fun, chill, whatever you want to do. This is what the live is about. So, um, Jonathan Mendez Ochoa, good to see you on, brother. Thanks for being the first one on and comment. Let's see here. So, in if you look at the YouTube channel banner right now, before I update it, it says that today is supposed to be like a Discord hangout. I don't know. Like I'm open to it. If you guys want to go on hangout, you can. But I don't think we tried that last week, and I think it was okay. Let me know if you thought it was valuable, and we should keep doing that. Where we should do like a live hangout. But yeah, so anyway, I'm open. Like whatever you guys want to do. If you guys want to hang out on Discord, we could do that. If not, then we'll just do a live Q&A like we usually do. All right. So yeah, how's everyone doing? Let me know in the comment section how you are doing, how you're feeling, how is life going. So what we got here? Vapor, good to see you on, brother, and Jer, good to see you on as well. Um, Mackenzie, good to see you on. We are doing great. That's great. That's good to hear. Jared says, "Great, Richard. How's your day?" My day was good. Uh, Whew, today was a very productive day for me. You know, let's quickly talk about like motivation and like sometimes, okay, so sometimes there's things that we should be doing, and then sometimes we just don't feel like doing it. I think that's a lot like my life too. For you, it might be school, it might be studying, doing homework, stuff like that. For me, sometimes it's reaching out to schools. Now, in general, I do enjoy reaching out to schools and, how do I say this? Like keeping up with, like talking to principals and activities directors and stuff like that to book speaking gigs. Yes, there is a part of me that enjoys that, but then there's a part of me that it's a little bit tedious sometimes. Like having to like keep up with like so many different people because like I'm in contact with a ton of people. And then like a lot of times these people get really really busy, so I have to remember to like reach back out to them because they forget to email me, and it can be a little bit tedious. So sometimes I have days where I'm just like, oh goodness, like I don't feel like doing this today, because I just don't feel like doing it. And today was one of those days where I'm just like, you know what, let's just do it. So today was a very busy day for me. I spent the whole entire morning just following up with schools and really good stuff. Like I'm really excited. Like I landed a few more speaking gigs, so that means I'll be speaking at more schools this upcoming fall, which I'm really excited about. So yeah, the most busy year that I've had so far is this 2018, which I'm super super grateful for. So I don't know. I'm just super blessed and excited that I get to travel a lot. I get to fly around, which is something that I have not done too much of, and I'm looking forward to doing more of. So that's what's going on there. Yesterday was an awesome day too because I played basketball not once but twice. I played basketball in the morning, and then my brother came home, so then I played basketball with my brother at night. So yeah, so it was fun. I really enjoy just staying active. It feels good to exercise, and I really push myself pretty hard when I play basketball too, and broke a sweat, like sweat it a lot. So it was good. Life is good right now. I do enjoy it. Okay, so let's see here. Listen to Six Nine's new song. Nice. Oh goodness. What song is that? Mackenzie says, still a little concerned. My friend Nathan asked the one girl how she would rate me as a friend, and she put everyone as goodish or for her friends, and I was just Mackenzie, don't question. Huh. Both people aren't talking to me, and I'm feeling kind of upset. She's not. She does watch. Wait. Wait, hold on. Sorry, what? What if she? Oh, okay. She's not. She doesn't watch Richard. Either of them. What do you mean? Um. Yeah. So, look, Mackenzie. I know that right now you're going through, your situation right now with your friends, and here's how I see it from my perspective. Look, when people get upset, they act on their emotions a lot. Okay, that's what a lot of people do. So I'm sorry I didn't respond back to your last message you sent me. I fell asleep and I just woke up, so I haven't looked at it yet. But honestly, for me, like I'm really not too worried. And it's not that I don't care. I do care. It's just things like this don't worry me. If people don't if people don't respond back to you, and then it feels like it hurts a little bit. Sure, it's natural for it to feel hurtful, but just know that it's nothing personal. It's your friend going through. It's your friend being upset. That's all it is. She's going to react. If someone does not know how to handle their own emotions, and then they start taking out on other people, they're going to react. They're going to react, and either that they're going to be passive aggressive, which means that like they're going to not directly tell you they're upset at you, but they'll demonstrate their frustration or whatever to other people, and then you'll find out through other people, something like that. Or they'll another way of being passive aggressive is ignoring. So if they're not talking to you or whatever, it's because they just have a lot of emotions and they don't know how to deal with it. So um, honestly, like, yeah, this is something I wouldn't worry about too much, and everything will be okay at the end of the day. Like this stuff it's just a. I don't want to say it's just a small argument, but like it doesn't even matter how big it is. Like everything will end up being okay at the end of the day. It's just I want to say it's just an argument. So um, let's see here. I want to like dive in a little bit deeper into this. So yeah, again, it doesn't matter what your friend says right now because you know that your friend is upset. So don't don't take whatever your friend is saying right now to heart, especially the negative comments, because when people are pissed off, they're gonna say mean things. That's that's usually how it works. And For me, if I were in your position, like let's say I reach out to my friend, I said, hey, sorry for everything that I did. I didn't mean to hurt you and stuff like that. I was just a little bit upset. And then let's say they don't even respond back to you. For me, it's just like just be empathetic. And when I say empathetic, it just means be understanding that they feel upset too, so they may not respond back to you right away, and that's okay. You know, that just means your friend needs more time to cool off, I guess. What else? So yeah, just let time pass by. Just be patient, and when the time is right, you two will have a conversation that will kind of what is that called? What's that word? Uh, what's that? What do you closure? But that's not the word. Whatever. A conversation to create closure. Conversation that will. I almost want to call it a crucial conversation. A conversation to kind of like make both sides at peace. So creating closure. Yeah. Alrighty, hey. Let's see. Mackenzie says it's okay, but I'm still kind of concerned because they're supposedly my best friends, but they aren't gonna talk to me anymore. I hope so because the last days of school are coming up, and we're going to the same high school, and I don't want to leave a bad last impression. Let's see. Plus, tomorrow I'm going to be alone without friends because tomorrow is a school dance, and we all go together, but I'm gonna be alone. Yeah, like yeah, so here's the thing. I don't know. This is a little bit tricky. Uh, in general, I want to say friends who are meant to be friends who are meant to be friends, they will stay your friends. Friends who are not meant to be your friends, they will you'll kind of grow apart. And I don't mean that in a negative way. I don't mean that in a way like, oh, yep, I knew it. You know, we're not friends anymore because we're not meant to be friends. No, I don't mean it like that. It just naturally, it's like a rule of nature in a way. Like things that are meant to be will just happen. Okay, so like for example, like let's say I have friends, you know, and if things don't work out, it's just like it's okay. Like nature or time will just drift us apart, or nature will bring us together. You know, it's just the way it is. And like for example, I have a lot of friends a lot of good, amazing, incredible human beings that I've like time has distanced us apart, and I don't mean that in a negative way. I just mean our lives have gone in different directions. I respect a lot of my friends, you know, but I just don't talk to them, and then they don't talk to me. But we don't have anything against each other. It's just like, how do I say it? It's like we're in different places of our lives, or it just like I'm thinking of certain friends right now. Like I have a lot of entrepreneur friends who are probably not going to see this video, but if they do, you know, like I really really care about them, but I just haven't. Neither one of us have made the effort to keep in contact with each other. But it is again nothing personal. We're just living our own lives. Okay, so point is, anything that's meant to be will be. It will just happen. So, of course, effort does matter. You know, if you care about a relationship, then you'll put the effort into it. And look, I don't know your situation with your friends. If you feel that your friends, like, if you feel your friends are genuine good friends that you want to like actually keep, like genuinely want to continue building relationships with because it's worth the time, then do it. But I think the biggest question to ask right now, and this is aside from this whole drama situation that's going on right now, I think a really important question that we got to ask ourselves is, are these like it doesn't matter what situation you're in, is this whoever you're talking to right now a friend that you want to keep? You know, is this a person that you want to I guess continue a friendship with? And I think a lot of us, we are in friendships that are toxic, but we do it because whatever, we feel lonely, we just want friends, we want validation. You know, we want people to make us feel like we're, I don't know how to say it, like just we want people to make us feel validated. So just be mindful of that. I think a lot of times, you know, as humans, we seek connection and we seek it from the wrong people that don't necessarily fit in this time in our life right now. Yeah. All right. Let's see these combos. No, I do not know who Team Edge is. I'm Google searching this. Team Edge. I've never heard. Yeah, I've never heard of them. Oh goodness, they're a pretty big YouTube channel. Wait, hold on. I'm looking at the YouTube channel. 4.2 million subscribers for Team Edge. Uh, hmm. Huh. Let's see. I'm trying to figure out who they are. It looks like they do like kind of like challenges related with sports. I'm looking at. I see one of the recommended channels is Dude Perfect. I, it seems like a pretty cool channel. Just saying. That's from what I see from it. Yeah. Whew. Hmm. So I don't know, Mackenzie. If you're, you know, I'd love to hear your thoughts. How are you feeling about your situation? If you're open to sharing, yeah, I just love to hear about that. Yeah, just know that everything's going to be okay. Seriously. Um, yeah, that's what I gotta say. Hmm. Hmm. Right now, I feel kind of. Mackenzie says, right now I feel awkward and closed off. That's okay. It's okay. Like seriously, however you're feeling right now is perfectly okay. It's okay to feel awkward. It's okay. It's okay to feel closed off. Like uh, that's very normal to feel, especially in your situation. So I get it. Yeah. So I guess for me, it's like just allow yourself to feel how you're feeling right now. Um, yeah. Hmm. I don't know, is what I'm saying supportive, helpful, or is it like, I don't know, confusing? Let me know. Like, it's just, yeah, doesn't make sense. The only person who's talking to me is you and my friend Nathan, who's giving me a therapy session. Got it. Um, yeah, Mackenzie, what I would say is, remember that like nothing is ever personal. Like it's if people are not talking to you, it's nothing personal. It's yeah, it's just people working through whatever challenges that they're going through, and yeah, it's humans being human. That's what it is. Yeah. So, hmm. What you're saying is kind of clearing things up, and it's also making me feel a little bit better. Although I keep getting on the verge of crying, it's okay. Yeah, if like if you gotta cry, cry. It's okay to cry. Um, yeah, that's all I say. That's something I practice. It's just I think letting our emotions go is a healthy thing to do. Uh, of course, let's see, when appropriate in a way. Like, sure, there's some situations where like for me, I'm a fan of letting our emotions go. Like whatever you're feeling, just feel it. Don't suppress it. Don't hold yourself back from feeling your emotions. So, if you feel like you want to cry, go for it. Like nobody's judging you. Maybe yourself. That's about it. But the point is like, for the most part, just let your emotions go. If you want to cry, just cry. The same thing goes for me. Like, um, goodness. Sometimes for me, this is a very personal thing that I don't share with people a lot, but sometimes, like, I think sometimes we hold back our emotions. And so I actually have moments where um, I have a little bit of this exercise that I do. And I don't want to go too much into details, but the exercise for me is like I'll be sitting in my car and I'll be driving, and what I'll do is I will turn on a certain kinds of music, and what this does for me is it allows me to just feel and express my emotions. And oftentimes, not every time, not I want to say not 50% of the time, maybe 50% of the time, I will find myself whatever getting emotional, sometimes crying, tearing up, stuff like that. And for me, it's a way to just let go of my emotions. I don't do this in front of people. I mean, I'm okay with crying in front of people, but it's like I'm not gonna cry intentionally in front of people. It's like if the situation comes up and it's relevant or whatever, and I'm just gonna let myself go. I just let myself go. And but yes, I'm always mindful of the situation. Is it appropriate to cry in front of people? If not, then I'm not gonna. I'm gonna do my best to save the crying for later, if that makes sense. But I mean, if you're by yourself, just let yourself be. That's all. Yeah. Mm. Let's see. Feel depressed and insecure. Thank you for sharing that. You're definitely not alone with that. Um, yeah, I think. Ah, goodness. First of all, Jonathan Morales, good to see you on. Um, yeah, it's. I got a pretty big. I have like a pretty good. How do I say this? I've. Hold on. I'm not saying I have a big heart. What I'm saying is like I have a big heart for people who feel insecure in a way. Like I feel you, So how how do I phrase that correctly? I feel people who feel insecure because I don't know. It's weird. It's like I feel like so many of us feel like we're kind of alone with it. But let's see. Right now, by the way, people, thank you for being on. talking about Mackenzie because she's talking. If you want to engage in conversation, feel free to just jump into the conversation. This conversation is not just about Mackenzie or Wolfie to Evie. It's about all of us. So feel free to jump in. Feel free to talk about whatever challenges you're going through, whatever topics you want to talk about. This is all open conversation. Okay, so just want to let you know, so we're not alienating anyone from this conversation. Um, anyway, back to this specific conversation. Uh, I don't remember exactly what I was saying, but point is like, yeah, I don't know, like, oh, Mackenzie, for you, I don't know. To me, it's interesting because, like, in a way, Mackenzie, I see a lot of me in you. And I think that's why I could relate a lot. I think you're someone who is super talented. I think from the outside perspective, people think, oh, uh, here's this girl who seems like she's doing very well. When I met you, you seem like you're very, I don't want to say you're very well put together, but like you have this aura of like success and you seem like a nice person. You seem like your life is pretty good. And then what I'm hearing from you is that you have another side of you that a lot of people don't see. And I think in a way that was me growing up too. A lot of people just assumed that my life was good. That Richard is this cheerful person. He's happy. He's the president of that club. He's the vice president of that club. He's the lieutenant governor of Key Club. He's very involved. So that's what people knew me as. But on the inside, I was struggling a lot with feeling insecure and everything like that. And that's a side of me that not a lot of people saw from me. Like nobody. I remember even asking my best friends, like my best friends from high school, and I asked them I think maybe a year ago, and I'm like, hey, did you ever think like what was your impression of me growing up? Like, did you ever feel like I was insecure? And they're like, no, not really. Like, I mean, looking back, I can see how you were a little bit insecure, but like overall, they didn't sense that I was like really highly insecure. Uh, so yeah, I don't know. It's okay, and I think a lot of us are insecure. It's very common. So I'll leave it at that. Alrighty. Yo, Brandon, thanks for tuning in and sharing your thoughts as well. I appreciate that. Hey, Moon, good to see you on. It's always good to see you on. Moon says, "Hi, Richard. I'm applying for scholarships. Do you think that I should apply to one that no one has applied for, or do you think I should apply for one that I have the best chance at? How about this? How about you apply for every single scholarship that you possibly can? That's my opinion for you. Apply to the ones that you think no one else is applying for. I think that's a great idea. Why? Because you have a higher chance of getting it. And then apply for the ones that you have the best chance at. Apply for those too. Uh, like scholarships are amazing. Hold on, let me read your second. Oh, okay, never mind. I'll read your second question in just a second. So yeah, seriously. So for anyone who's in high school and you're applying for colleges and stuff like that, or let's say you're in middle school or whatever. I know this might be a little bit ahead, but honestly, like if I were to redo my whatever junior senior year in high school, I wish I would apply for more scholarships. Scholarships, it's free money. It's like it's ridiculous. Like you can get a full ride. Like you can get tens and thousands of dollars. You can get like $60,000, $100,000 of free money. Like, do you know how difficult it is to make money like that? For most people, it's usually pretty difficult. You might as well just apply for the scholarships. And I don't know, it's mind blowing. Like when I was in high school, I didn't realize how difficult money was to make. And now, hold on, my entrepreneur friends would say like, Richard, that's a limiting belief. Money is hard to make only if you think it's hard to make. Sure, true. Um, because once you get it into a certain mindset of making money, then it's easy. But that's a different conversation. The point is, scholarships is a lot of free money. Just go for it. Um, what I would do if I were you, Moon, or anyone else applying for scholarships is do your research on scholarships, and you got to figure out what's the best way for you personally to organize everything together. Like, for example, I've come to realize I don't like using Excel or whatever Google Sheets. Like, I don't like spreadsheets. So, like when I do things, I used to use Excel sheets, which is super, super powerful, but it's just not my style. Like, I don't like looking at them. So they bore me. I don't like it's, I just, my mind gets very distracted. I don't like keeping it like updated with spreadsheets. So what do? I use a Google Doc and then I use, was it Google Calendar? So what I would do is again, you got to figure out your own system for this, but like, uh, what I would do is go research, put everything into a document, Excel sheet or a doc, and list every single, list every single what is that? Every single scholarship, their due dates. I don't know. You could do like general like you could self rate on a scale 1 through 10 how easy you think this is or how likely you'll get it is, whatever the amount of effort you got to put into it and everything like that. And then once you kind of schedule out when all the deadlines are, then you put in a schedule like um, start organizing. Okay, I need to get a letter of recommendation from this person by this date. I need to write my essay answer for this scholarship application by this date. So just figure out a way to organize it, and then just apply for as many as possible. And I don't I don't know what as many I don't know what as many as possible looks like. I get scholarships can be tedious, but just go for it, especially if no one's going for it, and also you think you have a good chance of getting it. Do both and more. Like it's free money, seriously. Alrighty. Kermit the Frog says, "I feel like my friends use me and only call me friend, so I wouldn't leave them." So Kermit, my thought here, I feel and I hear what you're saying. Um, you know, would I say I've been there? I've probably been there before. It's been a while because I don't really let people take advantage of me. So anyway, if you feel like your friends are taking advantage of you, not just Kermit, I speak for all of us. If you feel like your friends are taking advantage of you and you don't feel like it's a healthy friendship, my opinion is you have three choices. Number one is you could stay in your toxic relationship where you're getting taken advantage of. Number two is you leave that relationship, that friendship, and you move on. If you know it's not going to work out. Or number three is what is that? You confront the situation where you say, "Hey, look, I don't really feel valued, appreciated, and I feel like I'm being taken advantage of. Is there a way we can kind of work around this?" If you feel like your friends are open to that, um, those are the main three. My recommendation, like, I don't stay in relationships, friendships where I feel like I'm being taken advantage of, and I don't like staying in relationships where I feel like I'm taking advantage of someone else. Like it's just yeah, look, this goes down to your own personal values, and this is called self-respect. If you feel like you're getting taken advantage of, like for me, I'm moving on. I'm not staying in a relationship where I'm getting taken advantage of. No, I just can't do that. And then um, again, next level up. This is something new that I'm learning too. Is I'm also learning to not stay in relationships where I feel like I'm taking advantage of someone else. I just mentioned that already, but I'm repeating it. So it's about being self-aware. It's relationships should be a mutual a mutual relationship where both parties are benefiting. Um, yeah, so that's what I gotta say. And you're gonna feel a lot better when you kind of stand up for yourself and you respect yourself enough to not stay in toxic relationships that are other people are taking away from you and you're not getting anything from it. So that's what I got. Moon says to Mackenzie, "I'm so sorry. Middle school is probably the worst time in teen year, and having bad friends is probably making it worse." Yeah, like I gotta say, like teenage years are tough. They really are tough, and it's weird. Like everyone's experiences are slightly different, or might be maybe very drastically different. But in general, I just feel like I feel like being a teen was really tough. Like it's weird. It's like I remember when I was a teen, you know, I knew that life didn't feel perfect, but for some reason, I thought being an adult would be even harder. But for me, in hindsight, I feel like as a teen, I didn't have the tools. I didn't know how to handle things. And as an adult, sure. I still don't know how to handle things, but I have like mentally your brain creates this process and understanding of how to deal with situations. You'll begin to become more mature where you figure things out, and whatever you're more emotionally mature and you just learn how to do it. So yeah, being a teenager is tough. I agree. Mackenzie says, yeah, but it's the last year and the last few days are coming up, and I don't really want to leave the last impression on them bad before we go to the same high school next year. Moon replies back, are you a girl, if I may ask? I think friends who are true friends will look past a bad time in a friendship. Friends that can't look past it may not be friends worth keeping. Ooh, I like that. Munia, I'm a girl, but I've really thought about this type of situation, and it makes me feel kind of sad thinking about this. And I've known them since sixth grade. Who and they would know always. Oh, wait, what? They would stand up for me and support me. Got it. So, I know Mackenzie and Moon, you two are having conversation back and forth. If you don't mind me kind of chiming in here, let's see. I have some thoughts. Before I dive into it, I do see six people on right now. Other people who are not, talking right now. If you could do me a favor, just so because like I'm not a mind reader, like I'm just kind of curious. I think this is a good conversation to have, but I'm just curious for people who are on right now. How do you feel? Do you feel is this conversation helpful? Is it boring? Do you want us to talk about something else? I just want to understand where you're from. Where your thoughts are. Okay, so yeah, I'm always looking to kind of improve, understand where people are coming from. So let me know how you feel. Okay, but since no one else is commenting, let's dive right into this because this is a great conversation to have, in my opinion. Um, Mackenzie, what I'm hearing is that it sounds like the friendship that you have with your friends right now. Again, this is my opinion. It doesn't mean it's true. But what it sounds like to me is that it's kind of it's a little bit of a mixed relationship. It's like I don't want to call it like a love-hate relationship, but it's like there's pros and there's cons. There's positive negatives. It sounds like in some ways they do support you. In other ways, it's it's a little bit of love-hate. It's like sometimes they let their emotions get the best of them, and then as much as they could be your friends, they could also kind of quote unquote be your enemy at the same time. So, yeah, yeah, and honestly, look, if I were in your position, again, you don't have to listen to my advice. I don't want to call this advice. This is just what I would do. Okay, so you don't have to do what I would do, but this is what I would do. If that makes sense. What I would do, seeing that there's a little bit of a confusing mixed relationship, is I would continue trying to have those real authentic conversations with my friends. So if my friend was being a little bit resistant or like they didn't want to talk about things, and if it was something that I felt passionate about, it seems like to you, like you don't want to leave things off on a bad note. Like for me personally, if I'm putting myself into my eighth grade self right now, and what I would do is I'd be like, hey, friend, Susie, whatever it is. Hey, Susie, look, I know that, whatever, we got upset at each other at this event. And, I know I said a few things, some bad things, and I try to apologize. And look, this is really, our friendship is really important to me. And I just want to make sure that we don't end, the eighth grade year on a bad note. I just want to have a conversation, open up, understand you a little bit better, and see how we can at least end it on a good note. And whatever. This is a little bit touchy here, but just see how we could develop our friendship, or to see if it's even worth continuing. I know that sounds really touchy right there, the last statement I just mentioned, but yeah, it just depends whatever you're feeling, whatever is authentic to you, and it's probably going to be a little bit of an uncomfortable conversation, and that's okay. That's how people work through things. It's things are usually uncomfortable before they get comfortable. So I don't know. That's what I would do, and I guess what I can say at this moment is best of luck. Just yeah, best of luck, and then just everything will be okay. Seriously. Yo, Isaac, thanks for commenting. Isaac says, "I'm just a closet chaser. To be honest, I feel like I've matured in friends, and I don't care if they leave or stay. I just want to be known." Oh, clout chaser. That's what you mean, huh? Nice. I don't care if they leave or stay. I just want to be known more. Nice comment. Love it. Um, hmm. Yes, yes. Kermit says, "Is there any way I can forget about my family and friend issues and stop self-harming?" Uh, let's see. Is there any way? So here's here's kind of the rule. At least for me, this is the rule that I've kind of figured out in my life, which is anytime we have a problem, there is no way of getting over a problem without working through a problem. So if you want to get over a problem, you have to work through it. That's an opinion. It's not a fact, but that's what I've discovered in my life. If you, I want to repeat that one more time, okay, just so it's clear. If there's any kind of problem that you want to get over, you have to work through it. Okay, there is no avoiding a problem. It's not going to get better if you just whatever sweep it under the rug, and then one day everything will be okay. Like what happens is if we have a problem with our family or friends, or whatever it is, if self-harming is an issue, the only way you're going to get over it is when you actually put in the effort and you actually confront it head on. Yeah. So for me personally, I have tried. We all have our own challenges, and for me, when I have a challenge and I kind of avoid it and I push it off, that challenge is always going to be there until I make the decision. Okay, you know what? That's enough. I'm tired of this. I'm tired of making excuses. I'm tired of having this bad habit that's making me feel bad about my life. I want to improve it. So okay, and then the question I ask myself is, how do I improve this? How do I improve my health? How do I improve my friends? How do I improve my self-esteem? And then, little by little, you start working on these things. And let's talk about self-esteem. I think that's a big one. So for me, it's like if I want to build up my self-esteem, I have to, work on my, let's say, physical health. I got to treat my body with respect. So I got to exercise more. I got to eat healthier. So that's there. What else builds up my self-esteem? Building up self-respect, which comes from doing the things that I say I'll do and then following through. Yeah, so that's what I got. Things like that. Sweet. So, at this point, let me know your thoughts, people who are on right now. And I want to ask you a question. And my question to all of you right now is, so tomorrow we have our topic, I want to call it like the Topic Thursday video, or the topic video. We'll talk Thursday topic video, okay? Where we answer a question in the format of a YouTube video, which is usually like 3 to 5 minutes. My question to you is, what question do you want me to answer? I could really use your support here because, again, I mentioned this a lot, but the questions you ask are typically the best questions for these topic videos. So please, if you can do me a favor, leave a question that you have that you want me to answer in the comment section below, okay? And then I do have some topic ideas from all of you, but I want to hear a few more. That way, like, we always have good quality answers, okay? So if you got any questions, let me know, please, and then it will be answered. Yeah, I think we have maybe 2 questions right now that I may answer. And then hopefully a third one. I want to get at least one more good question in to use for tomorrow's video or future weeks. Okay? And by the way, if you ask a question, just know your username will be used. It'll be I'll give you a little bit of a shout out in the video, just saying, this person asked this question. So just want to give you a heads up there. Alrighty. Isaac says, yesterday I was in the office all of sixth period because on Friday the teacher got mad at me and I wasn't having it, and he screamed at me and said, "Stand up, tough guy." Uh, and I stood up and started screaming at him back, and he sat down and stopped talking all the day. Oof, that sounds pretty tough. Way to make his job challenging. So it seems. Yeah. Goodness. I feel like sometimes, I mean, as hard as it is to be a teenager, I think it's also pretty hard to be a teacher at the same time. So yeah, I give credit to both sides. That's what I gotta say. Kermit the Frog says, "That's not the way to confront someone. You have to be patient and let it go." Um, are we? Is that a response to Isaac, or is that a response to something else that I forgot about? Yeah, but I agree in general. I think everyone gets to everyone has the freedom to choose how they want to respond. I think my personal opinion is patience goes a long way. Here's what I'll say. So let's talk about playing basketball. Okay, so I play basketball twice a week, and look, there's always going to be arguments on the basketball court. Why? Because people are going to be, dude, you fouled me, and the people get really heated. There's some guys in our court that get super mad, they get angry, and then people use their emotions to try to get leverage over people. Like some people, they're like, oh, that's BS. Like I'm leaving, and they take their ball and they start walking away like they're gonna leave, and then we don't have a quote unquote the ball to play with, and I don't know. To me, I think it's a little bit childish. But I kind of, I respect it, I understand it, but I think it's a little bit childish. I think, like, in terms of arguments, the best thing to do is to keep your cool. Yeah, like I think, uh, I don't know. For me, the people that I respect most are the people who know how to keep their cool. When there's a disagreement, it's just like, hey, look, I understand. First, like for me, when anytime there's an argument, I always I do my best to seek to understand. So it's like, hey, why do you feel like that happened? Why do you feel like that was a foul? I disagree with you, but I want to know what do you think. And then after people are understood, then I will give my like, okay, I hear what you're saying, but here's what I think. And most of the time, I keep my cool. There's a few times where I'm just like, really, like you're just using your loud voice and your emotions to try to win an argument. Like there's always this one guy who always screams louder than everyone else, and he thinks by using his voice and being louder than everyone else that his voice is more important than everyone else's voice. So, at that point, that kind of annoyed me because I'm just like, come on, man, everyone's voice matters. So stop trying to use your voice to be like you're better than everyone else. So that's what I got. Let's see here. Mackenzie says, I'm going to send you the apology I'm about to send to Hannah. You can read it out loud if you want. It doesn't mention many names. It's going to be in the Discord DM. Cool. I'll be happy to read it. I think I'll read it. That way I can respond back to you, using video chat versus text. Okay? So I'll do that in just a second. Subtract. Fortnite man, remember me? Yes, of course I remember you, Subtract. Of course. Yeah. Oh, Fortnite? I don't think... Yeah, sorry. By the way, like, I shouldn't be saying sorry, but sorry is just a softener, it's, yeah. I think one thing that we get to practice doing is not saying sorry all the time when there's nothing to be sorry about. Like, just because, a lot of you request, like, hey, you want to play Fortnite? Jared, if you're still on. Jared, Isaac, sorry. I want to say sorry. I know you always reach out to me like, hey, you want to play Fortnite? And, some nights, like, I got other things to do. Tonight, and a lot of times it's like, I'll play Fortnite when I have free time. Tonight, I might have some free time. So I might be open, but again, Fortnite to me is not a priority unless it's Friday. But yeah, it's kind of like this balance. It's like I want to make sure I take care of everything that's whatever going on in my life right now, and then play Fortnite if I have that free time to do so. Uh, let's see here. Yeah, so we'll see. I'm kind of for tonight after this live stream. I'm a little bit 50-50 on Fortnite. I might play for a little bit, but after live stream ends, I think I'll do some stuff, take care of stuff, and then maybe play a little bit Fortnite later on. So no guarantee, but I'll let you know. Okay. Uh, all right. What is? Did I say? Wait, are you talking to me? Did I say McKenna? Oof. If I did, oof. Sorry about that. Um, I don't remember who said what. What's up? Johnny eats Papa Mario's pizza. I love the names. Fallout Vault 76 came out. Just wanted to say it because I was hyped. Awesome. I'm excited that you're excited. Johnny. Yeah, I don't know. That's cool. I always enjoy. It's cool to kind of like live vicariously through other people, and like I remember when certain games came out when I was younger, and I was super excited. So I don't know. It's a cool feeling. So enjoy it. I'm happy for you. Kermit says my only true friend I have is only one, and her name is Mariana, and I'm trying to stop her from crying all the time because it gets me worried. Let's see here. Kermit, I don't want to tell you what to do. And look, whatever, I'm not saying what you're doing is wrong. I really am not saying that. Like, you do you. I'm just gonna, for me, my own life experiences, what I would do, take it or leave it, take it with a grain of salt. Don't think this is the right thing to do. For me, if I had a friend who was crying all the time and I was worried for them, one thing that I've learned from my own personal experiences is sometimes friends just want us to just listen, and that's it. Sometimes friends don't want to be changed. They don't want to be told what to do. They just want people to listen. And so for me, when I have friends who are crying and feeling very emotional, it's a little bit of a balance. But what I've learned to do more now is listen first before giving any kind of advice. It's like default is listen. Okay, like yeah. So when people come to me for like whatever advice or they want to share their problems, the default is let me just listen and stuff like that. And before I give anyone advice, I usually I usually almost always ask for permission first. So if I want to give advice, like, hey, stop crying, blah blah blah, you should try to do this. I always ask for permission. So it'd be like, hey, the question some of you might hear me ask is like, hey, do you want me to just listen to you, or are you looking for advice? That way I know what they want. Because again, like it's very hard to help people when they don't want to be helped. And I don't know about you, but I've experienced that personally. Like someone who tries to help me, like always help me, is my brother. And sometimes I don't want to be helped. I'm not here to be helped. I just want to be me. So yeah, that's all I got. Cool. Hannah just read the apology, and she's saying thanks for the apology, and she's still typing right now. Got it. I'm like, are you okay if I read it? Yeah, McKenna, is it okay? Is it appropriate if I read it? I'm kind of curious. This is a good little conversation we're having here. If you're open, okay, cool. Thank you for saying yes. So, all right, the apology is okay. So I'm just gonna be try to apologize one more time. I know I said some things I shouldn't have said, and I feel like I really screwed up. I feel bad for causing all this dumb drama, and I want to get over it quickly. I know it's a really sensitive topic to me, and maybe not as much to you, but I don't want to assume any more than I have already. I want to apologize, and I know the end of the year is coming up, and I don't want to leave it on a bad note before high school. You don't have to like me anymore or anything, but if you can, I just want to know if you forgive me. I don't mind if it takes a while, but at least please talk to me a little before the end of the school year. Take your time, and you don't have to respond right away if necessary. But I just wanted to apologize to you and Jamie and everyone else. Sorry for using that name. And everyone else for making them feel bad. And just to you guys personally, because I didn't make the best impression on you today. I like that. I don't know. That like to me, I think that's a really solid message to write. So I'm gonna say good job. I think it's very humbling. You know, it's like you're doing your best, and it's very authentic. So uh, I don't know. Like for me, look, I'm just saying. In my opinion, I'm pretty sure your friend will be human enough to be like, hey, thank you for the apology, everything like that. But on the off chance, I'm not saying this is going to happen, but let's just say, hypothetically say, that for whatever reason, your friend's like, you know, sorry for the somewhat foul language, but like, screw you, like, I don't want to talk to you anymore, you suck, like, you're so mean and everything, like, they completely, like, disregard what you say. If anyone, for anyone who's watching this right now, if anyone ever responds back to you like that, please do not take it personally, okay? I think a lot of times when we do our best to apologize or be kind and understanding, and then someone else attacks us, just know it's not personal, okay? Like I'll tell you straight up, again, Mackenzie, I don't think your friend will do that to you, but if anyone ever does that to you, they snap at you, they're angry, it's nothing personal. Like 100%. Does that make sense? Like it's like you're doing your best, and they're just in a they're just really really pissed off. That's it, and they're in a bad mood. They're dealing with their own challenges, and that's the only reason why. I don't want to say only reason, but that's a big reason why a lot of people snap and react. Because they are hurt inside. Okay, so in this case, Mackenzie, honestly, I think you did the best that you can. That was like a really good kind of apology, understanding letter. And seriously, at this point, if I were in your position, I'd be like, I don't care what anyone says. I don't care if someone cusses me out or whatever. I know I did my best. Like seriously, you're off the hook. That's my opinion. I think you've really done everything that you can. So for me, it's like going forward, you should have no guilty conscience whatsoever. That's my opinion. As long as you continue just being you in this positive way that you are. Let's see here. She still accepted the apology, but she didn't exactly let me off the hook. Interesting. Do you want to read out the things she said back? There's nothing bad about them, and I don't care if you say the names. They don't watch the streams, and they wouldn't care anyways. Let me see here. I'm gonna say I don't think it's necessary to read what she responded back. But thank you for offering. Yeah, I mean, I'll leave the conversation up to both of you. And just I don't know how to say, like, I know this is kind of besides the point, but just know that every single challenge and every single uncomfortable conversation is only going to help you grow more. So even if if your whole friendship is all messed up after this, like I know this sounds kind of messed up, but like even if your whole friendship is messed up, just know that this experience is going to help you grow in your life. Now, I'm not saying that your friendship is not valuable. I'm just saying at the end of the day, everything's going to be okay. Okay. Even though I know friendship is very important right now, but everything's going to be okay. That's all. Like, that's to me, that's like one of the laws of life. Everything will be okay. Yeah. Yep. Isaac says that happened to me once. He just snapped, and it was so funny because when I confronted him in person, he was scared and being a little something. Thanks for that, Isaac. Uh, yeah, I get it. Oof, oof is all I gotta say right now. It's like I know, I feel like that's a very masculine uh, confrontation that you guys have. It's like this. How do I say this? Like guys trying to act like guys. It's guys trying to act masculine and whatever. Be angry. Don't show your emotions. Don't apologize. Well, I don't know about that part, but yeah, it's a different way of handling things. Moon says, like Richard said, friends grow apart, and especially at that age, girls can be super mean and catty. I think if you're meant to be friends, you can mend your friendship later on. I agree with that. Yeah. Mackenzie says, "Do you mind if I send them to you though? You don't have to read them out loud, just so you know the gist of what's happening now." Yeah, go for it. Feel free to DM me. I'm happy to read. That's cool. Let's see. So it is 8:54 right now. Um, let's see. Let's see. Um, what's on the agenda for tonight? Let's see. For people who want to play, you know what? I'm actually down. For anyone who wants to play Fortnite right now, I'll play for a little bit. Uh, yeah, let's do it. So if you want to play, just hop on Discord, and yeah, let's hang out just for a little bit. Yeah, I'm down. Yeah. So like I said, Fortnite's very flexible. You know, I don't want to be attached to it. I don't want to be committed to like, yeah, I'll play with you. I kind of just feel it out. Uh, yeah. So let's do it. I'm logging into Fortnite for anyone who wants to play. So, open to that and play for a little bit. I'll hang out. My brother's home right now, so I'm really excited about that. It's cool to see my brother. I don't see him that often, but yeah. So it's a blessing to see him. Alrighty. So right now, I'm just gonna say you all are awesome, and you know, kind of wishing you all the best. If you got any like, yeah, if you got any more questions, feel free to ask. And by the way, I'm still looking for more of those. I'm still looking for a question to answer for tomorrow or a future topic Thursday video. Okay, so let me know whatever questions that you have. Moon says, Richard, what do you do for self-care? Ooh, nice. That's a good question. I'm going to answer that question right now because it's very open-ended. Self-care is a very broad term. Are you talking about physical self-care, mental self-care, emotional self-care, intellectual, you know, spiritual? There's a lot of different types of self-care. So, self-care. Okay. I'm like, so let's start with physical. Brushing my teeth, flossing, using mouthwash, you know, taking showers. Uh, yeah, let me know more in detail, like what part of self-care are you looking for? Are you curious in knowing about? I was thinking about self-care after a long day of work. Okay, so, you know, let's say you finish work or your school, whatever it is. What do you do for self-care? For me, it's giving myself permission. Okay, hold on. Let me kind of rephrase this, or let me clarify this. So, whenever I have a chance to, I always try to give myself permission to take a break. So that could be playing Fortnite, that could be taking a nap, which I did today. That could be just chilling, you know, not doing work. So that's what I do. And so ideally what I try to do is I try to stay busy, you know, do as much work as I can, you know, in the morning time / early afternoon. Once I kind of finish my work and I feel good, and I'm kind of tired, I just allow myself to just chill, you know, chill / regain my energy, my mental focus, and whatever it is, everything like that. So that's what I do in terms of self-care in that way. I'm very lucky to have a very flexible schedule. That's a huge blessing of, you know, just my lifestyle, that I have a lot more free time than I would say most people do, in a good way. And I do try to keep myself busy, and life life is gonna get pretty busy. Let's see, next week, and then in the fall time too. So it'll be good. I'm excited. Moon says also, Richard, I'm excited for you to launch your merch. Any updates? Moon. Okay, here's my update right now. I just got confirmation, or I got the contact information from a supplier, which is in downtown LA. So it's like, for me, it's kind of far. It's like without traffic, 45 minutes. So crossing my fingers, no traffic. But so that's one step closer. And Moon, thank you for the reminder. I'm gonna type it in my calendar right now, or my reminders, to work on merch. Okay. I feel like I need to have a conversation around merch. So goodness. I need more people to engage in the conversation and let me know what kind of merch that you want, because you know a lot of people are asking about merch. So clearly people want merchandise, but they're not saying exactly what do they want. Do you want, you know, what kind of, do you want shirts? What colors? Hold on. There's so many different questions right now. What kind of merch do you want? Do you want jackets, sweaters, whatever, hoodies, shirts, or other? Okay. And then number two is, what do you want in terms of messaging? Do you want, something that says Richard quote? Do you want like uh, one of the drawings that Mackenzie made, which is super awesome? Do you want something that says you matter? Do you want something that says something else, like a cool phrase? I don't know. For me, it's like trust your heart. That's another phrase that resonates with me. Um, what do you want? What colors? So yeah, let me know. This merch is kind of for you. Like I need feedback. That's how it's all this stuff is going to get created. Because if I just create something but no one likes it, then what's the point of making it in the first place? So uh, that's what I gotta say. Hoodies fine. All right, so I'm hearing hoodies. Mr. Krabs, I vote on the drawings. Nice one. Moon says, I think clothing merch would be nice, but I would like your name to be small or subtle on the shirts. Cool, sounds good. Look, I'm really not attached to having my name, big and that being the brand. I don't know. For me, it's like I don't really need my name like that. It's not about the name. It's about like what is all this stuff represent. It's about the message. So yeah, yeah. So let's see. I on the back of the shirts near the neck or collar. Cool, sounds good. Honestly, if I add my name on the back, just my name, to me that's just extra printing costs. That's all I gotta say. So yeah, I'll consider it. Honestly, if I'm gonna make like a whatever, let's say there's a hoodie or something that just says "You Matter" or something positive. By the way, we have if you can comment in the Discord under the merch tab, what kind of phrases you like. Uh, I should do a poll on this too. Would you prefer "You Matter" or would you prefer "Trust Your Heart"? As a saying or phrase. What other phrases are good right now? Let's see. I made a list of this stuff. Ooh, actually, I have my notepad right here. I just need to find the list. Where are they? Where are you? Where are you? I will find you, and I will kill you. Just kidding. Hey, where is it? I know it's here somewhere. Oh, I know how to search. I'll just type "You Matter." You matter. Okay. Yes. No. Not questions. No. No. Hey. I can't find it. That's okay. I'll deal with it later. Um. Okay. I guess I can agree. Same. Wait, what? Kermit, what do you mean you agree? You agree with like small logo, Richard Quo logo, if there is a Richard Quo logo, small one? If so, that's cool. Thank you for the feedback. I appreciate feedback so much. Yeah, again, this is all for you guys, so it's guys, girls. Yeah, you wouldn't be able to see it if I wore it. My hair is too long. Nice one. True that. True that. Moon says, I really like quotes that are like stars shine brightest in the dark. Cool. I'll think about like, so for me, if I make merch, of course, I'm going to create merchandise that's like that phrases that resonate with me. I'm not attached to, something specific. But I want to do something that like resonates. That's like really, like, yeah, like it's good. Let's do it. And cool looking too. So yeah, here, I'm gonna add one more task item right now before I hop off right now, which is create merch phrase poll. And I added that to my to-do for tomorrow. Yeah, I'll create some poll. That way I can throw it out there and then get some opinions, thoughts, and yeah, let's get this done. It's very easy to procrastinate on this stuff because like in order to get the merch done, I gotta drive all the way to downtown LA, talk to the person, so it's kind of a hassle. But we're gonna get it done because I think we have some pretty cool ideas. Okay. Here, because you guys are on, guys, girls, all of you, I got a question. Would you be open? So we got hoodies, t-shirts are very common, obviously. Would you be open to having a base, not a jersey, like a baseball jersey, as something, as merch. I don't know if you ever see me wear a jersey. So I'm part of a nonprofit called The Mentor, and they have these awesome jerseys that I think are pretty cool. Um, would you wear a jersey? I don't know. I think it's pretty cool. It's very different. That's funny. I'm just thinking about. I don't know if anyone knows Elenium, who is a EDM artist. If you're into EDM, you probably know Elenium. But his thing is he always wears a jersey. I'm not trying to copy him, but I'm just thinking like that's an option because I have a supplier for that. So I don't know. It's different. It's cool. That's my opinion. Something good. Buys are stronger than love. What? What does that mean? Sometimes good. Sometimes good buys are stronger than love. Ooh, that sounds. Is that like not to be negative, but is that like more of a negative stuff? Like people saying goodbye is stronger than love. And I'm gonna reread it so I have the notes that I can use when I make decisions. Inspiration? Is that what you're saying? Inspiration? um, okay, awesome. I'm excited. I'm really excited about this. Cool. So at this point, I'm gonna hop off for now. If you want to play Fortnite, I will be on the Discord channel right now. You can join us there. Come hang out with us. Seriously, like I want to play some chill. I'm just here to have fun. Okay, so come join me. I'm on Fortnite already, and let's see. I'm logging into the Hangout One. This guy named Brandon, who is also in Hangout One right now. What's up? Okay. I see Isaac in here. Cool, guys and ladies. I'm gonna hop off live stream. Feel free to join in on the Discord. I just posted a link. Okay. Thanks so much for being awesome. Take care, everyone. Peace out. See you on Discord.